Hello, everybody! Welcome once again to the King of Tides, Hero Club's weekly Twitch stream. Hello, my name is George Primavera. I am dungeon mastering for everybody tonight. And if you don't know who we are Hero Club. We just released, by the way, a huge season finale for us. We're very, very proud of it. If you're curious, go check it out on HeroClubPodcast.com. We take our sessions that we record live around the table, we mix them down with sound effects and music, and then we put them up in these little anthology series that we really love. We play them to make them as immersive as possible and to make them really sound like they felt like to play. So that's what we do, and this is where we come to just hang out and play D&D with a little bit of a more casual atmosphere. We play in our Emporia campaign setting, so if anybody has ever listened to our season Here There Be Monsters, they'll be familiar with this. A couple of big things about the setting we play in: everybody is playing anthropomorphic animal characters. In terms of technology, we're like mid-18th century, tropical continent of Emporia, height of pirates and that sort of thing. The monarchy that rules Emporia has made magic illegal, which is now punishable by death or worse. And there is one church that is sanctioned by the crown throughout the land that helps suppress the magic and also focus on healing work. That is the Church of Soul. They worship the sun as an object of celestial power. And now we get to the fun part where we get to meet our player characters for this evening. So let's start off and say hello to Natasha Mercado.
Oh, hi. I'm playing Zaza Checkle, a level 10 barbarian hyena who is not wearing leather anymore. Oh. What am I wearing now?
What are you wearing now?
I guess I was wearing not my fancy, I don't know. My old mayor garb that's now muddied.
Nice.
And
amazing.
Yeah, and we're in a hot spot, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
Gabe Greenspan.
Hi, I'm Gabe Greenspan. I play Zygo Coiltail. He is a chameleon, Circle of Stars druid, and Great Old One warlock. Ooh-hoo.
Ooh-hoo. Jackie Emerson.
Hello. I'm playing Rowie.
What?
I was gonna say Rowie. I've never learned that. I am playing Joey, the rogue, and also Destruction Cleric, who, as my companions continually remind me, is not fully a magician as much as I would like her to be.
Dylan McCullum.
Yeah, everyone, I'm Dylan McCullum. I play fan favorite Nesmith Bisbee. He is a Anteater Swarmkeeper Ranger with a little warlock thrown in for fun, and it falls to me every time to explain the worst or best part of our campaign setting, because animals are people, bugs are animals. So gird your ears for the worst fucking noise in the world. Every time I start saying stuff, just be like, "Oh shit, here comes the bug boy. Better get my ears away from him." So yeah, but also George does it without warning because he's a sadistic piece of shit who just did this out of nowhere. I didn't want any of it.
And finally, Hannah Fagerbaki.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I play Cano, a 10th level Canadian Goose Paladin. And my fun fact this week is I have a pet snake, and that's not a euphemism.
Oh my god. All right. It's a very cute snake. Its name is Bridget. It's very
we're
sweet.
so fucked.
Yeah, let's...
Yeah, you can feel it, right? You can feel it, how we're all gonna die.
left off.
Oh, I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Enough of this happy music.
Oh,
Let's
Lord.
get some intense shit. Oh, so sorry. So loud. So sorry. Our situation is dire, to say the very least, everyone. We find ourselves in the middle of the woods. Quite a lot has happened. Cano has awoken from her slumber.
Oh yeah, and I'm a god also.
Eyes glowing.
Yeah.
After being told sort of cryptically that she is the mother. That's what she was told.
Oh, I forgot.
Man, I hope I survive long enough to learn that information.
Waking up out of the wheelbarrow she was being transported in, she wakes up and wordlessly commands the trees to back up, leaving them out on a grassy patch of land devoid of cover, which is especially useful considering how easily their current foes slip away into the shadows and disappear. Sven, Joey, Nesbit and Zaza are reunited after Zaza is discovered hiding in the mud. Zaza having had an encounter with the sorcerer slayer Boris Niles in Key East while she was working as the interim mayor, then fled the city, moving up to the wilderness where she believed her companions might be in the area of. So now, our heroes are faced with masked mages wearing golden monkey masks and are accompanied by a very heavily armored bull captain of the anti-magical forces of the Emporian army. One mage, is in fact Joey's mother, Mara Robbins. And in a very daring feat of mind magic, Joey embarked upon forcing her mother to remember that which she had forgotten, and was successful via the use of the suggestion spell. What long-term effects that will have, we are not sure, but until then, we are going to return to combat. So, the turn order as it stands right now. Zygo, you were going to start us off.
Cool.
Well, let's do a really quick, like, what the battlefield looks like. We're all very close together. The grass has sort of left you on, for lack of a better term, a boss battle platform. They have all slunk away, just to make it real clear what we're looking at here. This circle of grass. Off of the circle of grass, it's 10 feet down of a ditch of all these trees moving through the earth and rending it apart to back up for you. And in terms of how everybody's looking, Micah, the captain of this guard, was just shot through the back of the head by Nesbit Bisbee, instantly killing him. And then one of the mages sprung forth, casting Revivify, and bringing Micah back to the battlefield. So Micah is looking rough. Then, one of the mages, or rather two of the mages, are looking extremely haggard and rough. Definitely bloodied. Mara is currently frozen in place, and the last thing you heard her say was, "Joey?" muffled underneath her mask. Zygo, now go ahead.
Okay. Zygo pulls down deep into the deepest magic reserves that he has in his little chameleon body. And as he flips through his star chart, is going to cast Hold Person at 4th level, targeting the 3 mages that are not Mara.
Okay. Wow.
That's so good.
Wow. Okay, so 3 saves, and what's your DC?
DC is 19.
Wow.
And what save is it?
It is a wisdom save of 19.
Zygo, that's a huge save.
It is. I got a very cool magic item.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
That's incredible.
So they do have advantage on this save.
Okay.
What's the DC?
19 wisdom.
Still pretty high.
19 wisdom. This is crazy. Okay, so let's do number, besides Mara, so that's number 9, 7, and 19. Let's
Correct.
do number 9 first. This is the one who is probably, hasn't really done much, actually, this time around. So you're not really sure what they're capable of. That is, it's a wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
Failure. Number 9 is held.
We continue to not know what they do.
Go Zygo. Go Zygo.
Number 7.
Zygo with the powers.
That's my ringtone.
Jackie, I love you.
Jackie, you're the best.
This is your new theme song.
Meets.
Zygo.
Number
Go
7 is
So
not held. Number
number
7
seven
meets
held.
your
Wait,
difficulty.
yeah.
Meets exactly.
Meets exactly.
Zygo will use his last woe
Yeah.
to reduce it by 3, and that's 2 of them.
That's 2.
That's 2. That's
And then
enough
finally-
to turn the tide.
That's enough to turn the tide.
Number 19. Failure.
Let's
Zygo!
go!
Oh my gosh.
Go
that's
Zygo.
incredible.
Zygo will then
What's that
run.
look like?
Oh, fucking. Zygo's hands alight with what look like little They almost look like little floating mushrooms that are really points of light that then fly out from him and seem to like stick in place on the bodies of these people, cementing them and holding them where they are. Zygo will then run 30 feet straight fucking backwards so that no one can hopefully hit him and hurt him and make him drop his concentration. Jesus Christ.
All right, would you like to jump off of the grassy platform and run into the ditch?
Oh,
or would
God.
you like to, because there's no cover. Or
Right, there's no
try to
cover.
get behind your little wheelbarrow if you like.
I'll get behind a wheelbarrow. That sounds great.
All right, you'll get half cover behind the wheelbarrow, so
I
you'll be
will
treated as
take
having
it.
+2 AC. As long
Gorgeous.
as nobody comes up around the side of you.
All good. That's my turn. And then just sitting there as his bonus action, he'll pull out his staff and cast Shillelagh on it in a panic, just in case anyone comes to try and hit him.
Unreal.
I love
Oh
it.
my god.
Shillelagh, love it.
So what does hold person, what are the, like, what's technically going on?
I
Like,
will
are they
read it to
frozen
you. I will
until-
read it to you. They are, hold on a second. Choose 100. They are paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of their turns, they can make another wisdom save to try and get out of it, but attacks will not affect it at all. You can hit
So
the hell
amazing.
out of them.
So number 9 is now going to, its turn will end. Their turn will end, and I'm going to make the wisdom save at advantage for them
Yep.
again.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine. Just
Yeah, we're at least
Shut
taking
down their
away
turns.
an
Yeah.
entire round of theirs, at the very least.
yeah.
Except Micah,
That
who
is...
we should just kill.
Yeah.
+1, 16. 1 second. I have to check something.
Yep. Also, paralyzed is hits crits, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
What does that mean?
If you hit them, it is a critical hit.
Wow, that's
I believe. Let me double check that.
Whoa.
Double check that.
Yeah, I'm not yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
possibly.
I
Number
know
9
paralyzed is like crazy.
focuses for a moment, and there is just the very subtle vibration of energy, and stretches loose of the bindings. Is no longer held.
Oof. Damn
The
it.
turn is over.
So, to clarify, paralyzed, an attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if they're within 5 feet of the creature. So ranged
Which is
are
not
not
ranged.
critical, but a melee attack is a critical hit if it hits at all.
Now it is Kano's turn.
Okay.
Go to work, girl.
So
Go to work, go to work, go to work.
I had a question.
Can held people take reactions, Gabe?
I don't believe so. I think they're
Sure.
incapacitated.
Yeah,
me double check.
baby.
Hannah, you're about to smite everyone, aren't you?
Oh, that's
Yeah, that
right,
is
I
true. You
guess.
do. Yeah, that I forgot. You do have like
You can
smite on
smite
every
smites.
hit.
Have this-
They can't move or speak, George, so I'm guessing they cannot take a reaction.
Great.
Do I have advantage on them since they're paralyzed?
You have advantage on that.
You have advantage on the attack, and if it hits, it crits.
The only person we
Okay.
don't have advantage on right now is Micah.
Okay.
And this one who just broke free, number 9.
Okay.
Boys.
But
Micah's prior. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shit, because I get 2 attacks. I will just attack Micah and hope it's all right.
Micah stands before you, wielding a vicious-looking greatsword, getting up onto it as he has already pulled one of the bolts forward through the rest of his skull as he was coming back to life. Now he is missing an eye.
And he only
but
has one hit point, right?
Yeah.
He has got 1 hit
For
point
now.
right now. But he is breathing very heavily, staring
It's
at
not a
you,
good look.
infuriated. Yeah, Kano says with her eyes glowing.
Oh, 27.
27 is a hit.
27. Do I need to roll anymore?
That's pretty
No,
sexy.
describe it.
So he starts
Yes.
breathing really, really hard. And Kano will just come over and say, "That's not a good look," and swipe across. And he'll stay still for a second, and then the top half of his body will just kind of slide and funk off onto the ground. And she will
Micah
then...
is utterly obliterated.
Perfect. Who is by me?
Everyone is easily within reach. You
Great.
could-
I will
you could
go
run to
over
anyone.
to a frozen one.
Okay, there is number 7 or number 19.
Who is worse off?
Number 19.
I will go for number 19 then.
Go ahead.
you have advantage.
That's the
And I
healer,
have advantage.
by the way.
Oh, nice.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 does not hit.
What?
As there is a shield is activated.
But they're
He's frozen.
Oh,
Hold
he's frozen
person.
as fucking can't react.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit. Fully got him.
Great.
Ah!
Okay. All right. So I add a
Here we
smite,
go.
right? So it's a smite anyway. How does he look?
Like you're probably gonna kill
and
him.
is it a crit?
Okay, great.
It's a crit.
It's a crit.
And it's a crit. So what does that mean? I double.
Double all your dice.
All the
Double
dice.
Everything.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's
You
one,
have all the dice.
2, 3.
Is that what
4?
happens when someone's in hold person?
They're paralyzed, which is
And
if you
then
hit them with a melee attack, you have advantage on the attack, and if it hits, it's a critical hit.
And then, oh my gosh.
Which, as a rogue, is a good thing for
But when
you.
I add my thing at the end, is that also doubled or just the
that's
dice?
normal.
Just the
That's
dice.
normal. Just the
Okay,
dice.
it's a lot of dice.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot of dice.
Paladins and
it
rogues
went
are
from
a
the
lot of
trash
dice.
can. Oh my gosh. I rolled 2d12s as part of that, and I rolled a 10 on each of those.
Oh
So
man,
give me
this
a
is gonna be
moment.
brutal.
Describe it.
hold on.
Let her
That
say the
was
number.
I want to hear how much it is.
45 damage.
Oh,
Gosh.
in
Yeah.
one attack.
Do whatever you want to this.
Okay, so
Like
Kano then,
T-ball.
like adrenaline, will just run over. Ah, you're frozen, and then sling it.
I don't like
I
that.
am a god.
Yeah,
Okay.
radiant energy explodes. Number 7.
Just-
Oh, so that's me.
And I'm done.
So we're not dying. That's good.
Well, yeah.
Things,
Alright, number 7 makes the save. Is no longer
How
held.
dare they? That's okay. We took away their turns. Kill them.
She did.
Kill them off.
Sven's turn.
Done.
Sven is going to. He's going to clasp his fist. As he does, it bursts into flame,
oh shit.
and then he just throws a fireball.
I'm sorry. Sven has fireball? Did we know this? Of
No.
No,
We don't know what Sven can do.
course he does.
we don't know what Sven can do.
That's so funny.
All right, number
Oh.
7 will make a dex save.
He's a
I
liability.
love Sven.
He is a liability. Big liability.
He does make the save,
No.
Half damage.
and he's going to cast Absorb Elements.
Ooh,
Oh,
quarter damage.
hate that. Great spell.
6 of 13, have to 6 damage for that guy.
That's too bad.
Off
was a
topic,
really
I
good
think
idea.
Zygo and the Liabilities is a great band name.
That is a great
Yes.
band
Zygo and the
That's a
liabilities.
great
name.
one.
Ooh, let's make that band.
Yeah.
Put it on a shirt.
Put it on a shirt.
And
can
it's
you
going to
can
be
you-
that drawing of
Also make
Zygo
that
as a
save.
chameleon with
Can
the
you
girl
multi-class into bard?
skateboard.
Just multi-class into bard.
Just
You're already
incredible.
weird
And
enough.
that's a failure.
Yeah. Just two or three levels in Bard won't
Yeah.
change anything.
Wow.
Do.
That would make me Gudru. Ow.
Okay.
Oh my
Mara takes
gosh.
26 full points of fire damage.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Mara is not affected. Sven is smarter than that. There's a
Good job.
blast of fire as they are all engulfed. Next up is Nesbit.
Okay, which one looks bad?
They both look bad.
Okay, wow. Which one hasn't done anything?
9,
Number
right?
9.
9. I'll go for 9 because it's funny. Bonus action Zephyr Strike. Gain advantage on this.
Oh man.
Sharpshooter. That is a dirty 20.
That's a hit.
Okay. Damage, gathered swarm.
Oh, Jesus.
Second D8 from Zephyr Strike.
Everyone is killing it. Boom.
Okay, that's
That's my text tone.
okay, so that is 8.
Oh, it's
Plus
not
8
Mary.
is 16 plus oh god.
There it is.
Plus 14, 30 points of damage.
Describe it.
Incredible.
Yes.
Oh man.
That one is just Nesbit sees that this one hasn't done anything and is an unknown quantity as the scariest person on the field, and so he just trains his crossbow right on him as he like shakes it off and goes right through the eye. Again, these are clean kills.
Good to clarify that.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll attack the other one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever number that is.
I think it's 17 or something. Is this one or 7?
Sharpshooter.
I think so.
Oh man.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Dylan. My goodness.
Of course it is.
Do you like how we were freaking out about living, and then Gabe froze everyone, and then we just murked?
Oh Jesus. Okay, that is
What a whole person, man! Holy shit!
Yeah,
They
what a
have
whole
such cool
person.
things to do on their turn.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was so good.
That is oh no, that's 10.
Shat all over him. Oh my god.
That's 26 points of damage.
26.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not
Wow.
enough.
Not enough.
Still up. This
Oh,
fight is not
right,
over.
but-
Sorry I said anything.
Okay, that was close though.
I'm sure. Damn it.
Okay,
That's my turn.
that's your turn. Zaza, it's your turn.
Yes, I have to maul them. Oh. And I'm raging. Okay. I'll maul them. Let me roll.
Okay, I'll maul them.
Okay.
My arm.
17.
17 looks like it's gonna absolutely brain this dude, but then there is a bursting of light. There's a shield in place that blocks your maul.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna try again with that damn maul.
Go ahead.
Maul it up.
Oh, shite. 17 again.
Wow, another.
Can you use your delayed wow?
I already used it. What are the rules about that again?
I think you can use it twice per short rest.
Twice for sure. Okay, so then I'll use
He's
it
not
again.
gonna be there by
Most
the
likely.
next
Probably.
by her next turn.
I'll just save it, and then I can't do anything else, right? With
I'm not sure. I don't. You have a
don't-
bonus action you can do anything with, or is
I
that
don't
it?
think so.
I always think I can, but I can't with the bonus action.
You always want to.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just spit at him.
Yeah. Free action. I'd like to spit on him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Oh right.
Mara struggles.
Oh Jesus, right.
Joey, what do you say to your mother as you see her just raise her hands up to her mask?
So I had just cast message, right?
Yes.
And she did save against that. Mom? It's me.
Joey, your mother goes to her knees, pulls the mask off, and you see her face for the first time. The whole left side of her face is scarred in like a burn. And right away, you see that one of her eyes is foggy. And you notice the immediate similarity to Boris Niles. Just in the injury. It just strikes you. She takes a quick survey. She touches you really quick, as if to just make sure you're real. No emotion on her face, just absolute shock. And she looks around at all of you, completely decimating the mages around. And she twinges with pain suddenly as she grabs both of her hands to her head and just says, I don't have a lot of time. If you can't get this curse removed, you need to get out of here, because I will not stop until you are dead. She manages to save. So she is still communicating in here with you. And she is going to do her best here. But She is going to look over your shoulder at number 7, who seems to be conjuring a fireball in their hand. There is a summoning of energy. A dark purple blade forms in her hand, and she hucks it over her shoulder like a javelin. 27 to hit.
Jesus. Go, Mara, go, Mara, go.
Hey.
So that's 10 psychic damage, plus a really hilarious amount of sneak attack damage.
Wow.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy shit. So it's 10, 16, 21, 26, 28, 27, 29, 35, 39, 44 damage.
I'm glad she's
my
on
God.
our team.
The guy is just, as he's like casting the fireball really malevolently, suddenly this purple thing just goes like, and the bolt like sticks into the ground and has him just pinned there, and then it fades into shadow back into Mara's hand, and he drops to the ground.
Oh my god.
And that is her turn. Next up is Joey.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Is everybody else down?
Everyone's dead, right?
Everybody is dead, yes.
Okay.
Except for Mara.
But she is struggling
Yeah.
and like
Understood.
Okay.
screaming as something is clearly like affecting her.
Okay. Joey says she kind of like goes to touch her mom's face and then kind of pulls away at the last second.
Make an Arcana check while you do that.
It's not super high. 13.
When she looks back up at you, her eyes are blacked over.
No.
But her face expression is still one of struggle. She's not giving
Okay.
up, but this thing is
Trying.
trying to take her back in. Yeah.
Okay. Joey says, Mom, you saved me once, let me save you. And then Joey turns to her group. Does anybody have Dispel Magic or something to lift a charm?
The god does.
Piano?
The fucking god does.
Can I come over now?
It's
since-
Kano's turn, yeah.
Great. Can I just, I don't know if this helps, but
You
I'm
can
just
delay
going to
your turn
cast
if you want.
guidance
Oh,
on
guidance.
Kano.
That will be very important.
Great, so Kano's gonna waddle on over, eyes still alight, I'm assuming. And she's gonna put her hands on either side of Mara's head and cast Remove Curse.
Okay. Amazing. So, we're gonna do this interestingly.
Oh, the imagery. Your eyes are alight. Hers are blacked over.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
Somebody
so
draw it. Somebody
beautiful.
draw this.
There's a painting right
Kano,
here.
you can make either an Arcana check or a Religion check.
Well, religion, I would like some bonus. Do I...
And she can use guidance with this, yeah.
You can
Oh.
use guidance with this.
That's
No
a
advantage because you would
D4?
normally be
D4.
getting
D4.
disadvantage.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
do
a
I
D4.
get an extra bonus because I am the religion?
This is gonna go to your head so bad. You don't even
I
know
have
what
to
it means yet.
ask. I have to. I'm very
fair
competitive. I gotta
question.
ask, and then it's done.
Very funny.
So that was a no. I will roll with.
You didn't.
How can I?
You didn't.
I did.
No.
I did.
What did you do?
I didn't.
Wait, where is it?
Oh!
Oh my god! Yeah!
Yeah, baby.
Oh, it's so symbolic.
I am God.
So symbolic.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
I gotta
Oh
keep
my
shit.
god!
Wow.
Okay. So, Kano.
Fuck.
This is so stupid.
I'm sorry we've ruined your plan, George. This was not.
Again.
The dice have a better plan.
Oh man.
Okay.
Huh?
So, Kano, immediately you are not in the forest anymore. You are... What everybody else sees is Kano just, like, puts a feathered hand on Mara and looks into her eyes, and then there's just, like, a light going into her eyes.
It's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay.
And they're just still there for a moment in tableau. Inside, though, Kano, you are floating through darkness, and you just see these green veins like lightning behind dark roiling clouds flashing in front of you. Who's this?
Come to free this woman. Mara?
She is not yours to take.
Oh,
She is not. Leave this place.
I've come to free this woman.
What do you want to happen right now, Kano?
I want Mara to be free of the curse or whatever that she has been.
How do you want to do that?
What is the safest way to do that? Whatever.
I'm gonna tell you, you don't need to worry about safe right now.
Okay. Just for her, I don't know if there's anything like that's. I don't want her to get hurt, obviously.
You don't have to worry about that. You're very confident as you're in this space right now.
Okay. Then I guess Kano will raise her wings and just slowly start to flap them with more and more intensity, blowing the clouds away.
The clouds move. Mara is kneeling in the middle of a grassy field. Above her, you see sort of the silhouette of a hooded figure wearing a long purple robe, just the barest outline of him. Your magic is powerful.
And this robed figure is the one that's speaking to me. Do I know if it's Mara?
Yes. It's not Mara.
It's not Mara. Do I recognize who it is?
Roll a history check for me.
Okay.
Take your focus off of Mara and try to gain some insight into this person.
16.
You see Emporian symbology on their robes.
Unless, can I use my guidance that Joey? I didn't use it.
Yeah, sure.
It is for a minute on any check that you choose, technically.
Okay, 17, but still.
Okay, damn. You needed a 4 to get the next piece.
I figure. Well, you never know.
You do see Emporian symbology. This is probably an Empire sorcerer of some kind. You would glean that this is probably a person, if not the person, you're not really sure on what the structure is, of somebody basically maintaining the concentration necessary to keep this person in place.
Okay.
And as such, they can, once this connection is made, they can keep everything, like if they are charmed or the curse is removed or something like that, they can simply reinstate it, just like that. That's what you understand of the nature of the magic in this place. However, the voice seems confident. No matter how powerful you are, I will simply reclaim the connection. And on the word connection, you see this spire of golden light descending from Mara's head up to this person's head. Much, much larger than they should be, as a silhouette hologram in the sky. You know that you shouldn't be able to see that connection if the magic is working correctly, but your nature right now is showing you the physical element of it.
You're the one controlling all of these people. But how does it know Or how does it feel knowing that you're just someone else's puppet? I hope you never sleep at night.
Oh.
And I think you misunderstand me when I say I've come to free this woman.
I am no one's puppet. Run away.
Then why can I see your strings?
Got him.
Fuck. Drop.
The
Fucking.
hand of the silhouette figure, this hologram in the sky, raises a hand, and lightning starts to roil in, striking down near your feet. However, none of these strikes do anything to you. They simply dissipate off into the grass.
Whew.
Who are you?
Anna will start to flap her wings again. And as creepily as she can, she wants to just repeat, I've come to free this woman. I've come to free this woman. And we'll start getting closer to. Can she see where Mara is?
Mara's just kneeling on the ground next to you.
Oh, she's next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll most likely meet, and you can find out who I am then.
No response from the figure in the sky.
So do I know what else I can do here to like...
What is your physical manifestation of freeing Mara from this curse?
Can I, like, physically?
Mm-hmm.
Kanna will slowly reach around to her axe, and she'll swing it over her head and throw it, because she can call back, but she will throw it so it looks like it's going to hit this creature, but in the process, it will snap that wire in half.
And you are back out in the night. It's all very quiet. And then Mara lifts her head.
And real quick, do I know that like, she's good?
You will, as she lifts her eyes, they are clear. And you see wisps of black sludge come out of her eyes like tears. And as soon as they get to like the midpoint on her cheeks, they leave her off into the sky. Mara very shakily gets up, puts a hand on you. Thank you.
Of course,
Who are
it's
you?
the least I can do. I'm Keno. And
Mara.
I'm kind of like Joey's aunt. We'll get into all of that later, but you
She
raised
looks
a good
down at
kid.
Joey, as soon as Joey's name, and she gets down on her knees again. And you see immediately she bites her lip, and Joey, you don't see the stern mother that you know so well. You see a woman desperately trying to overcome her emotional response right now. Can you make an insight check for me?
12. Joey's not
Your
very
mother
insightful.
is moved to tears to see you. She just says, "You've gotten so big." And she hugs you, pulls you in really tight.
I really
cries
missed
over
you,
your
Mom.
shoulder. She can't even respond. She just starts to hold sobs back. We'll cut just a minute later as the trees very slowly and methodically start to slink back to their proper place. the forest is reconstituted appropriately.
Can I ask a quick technical question?
Yeah.
Does Mara still have the cloudy eye with the scar?
She does. Yeah, that's physical. It was not an illusion of any kind. Right. Camp is made because when you've been through a fight like that, after finding some secure place to just take a moment and gather yourselves, you can all tell me what you all do.
Why, Henry? Oh, I don't know about Henry.
We don't know about Henry.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I really want to tell them about Henry, but if we're setting up camp,
Well, no, even if it's not a camp, it's just like putting everybody's supplies in the middle, taking inventory, and deciding what the next course of action is.
okay, I think Zaza's gonna take Kano, Zygo, and Nesbit aside, and and she has a really kind of sullen look on her face. And she says, I'm sorry, but I have to tell you, I saw Henry in the forest when I was running over here and was attacked by that purple sword. I don't know. I tried to save him. I think Henry's dead.
Where did this happen?
It's happened in the forest, probably, I don't know how many, probably at least a mile away at this point.
I will find him if I can.
Nesbit, if you bring him back here, perhaps I'll have something we can do.
Yes, you all deserve rest. I'm fine.
I'm also fine and can go with you.
Can I give him back Olivier? And Zaza gets Olivier and says, here, Nesbit. Olivier knows exactly where we saw him last.
Was he good?
He was fantastic.
Okay. That's one strike off.
One small ant arm.
And it's good because you made a new friend who's part of the colony. Beatrix is here too, and voice of the riding ant that for sure came with them and just hung out.
Beatrix! Zaza goes over and hugs her aunt.
Nesbit heads off, and it's kind of like whoever wants to come can, but wants to make sure that almost like that Joey has her time for a moment too. In some ways, he feels very awkward and just kind of starts tracking.
I was gonna say Zygo's also gonna make space and go examine the bodies of the fallen mages and try and search their stuff.
Cool. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna roll a dice and we'll resolve everybody in order. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
All right. Oh, first up is Zaza. What do you want to do with this time that you have? And you can do it with somebody else if you want, but you're running the show. Is there anything you'd like to do right now?
Well, okay, I would like to offer Beatrix to Nesbit in case he wants to use that to help Henry come back.
Make up ground a little faster?
Yeah. And then I think she also wants to check out the bodies of the people because that was pretty scary, and she just wants to remember what their faces look like. Honestly, I don't know. It's a Zaza thing, and she wants to set up a fire.
So you take off all of their masks, the mage masks. You immediately feel that these masks are fitted individually a little bit. And you they are all monkeys and golden monkeys, but they're all fitted to different face shapes. So there is a moose among these three, a bush baby, and a crow. Those are the three mages that are now dead after having encountered you. And then what else are you searching their person or anything else in particular?
Yeah, I wanted to search their person with Zygo.
Okay, great. whoever would like to make the investigation check can. One of you makes it, and you can make it with advantage.
I got a +6. What are you looking at?
I think yours is probably better than mine. Sorry, give me one sec.
I have a +0 if we want to use that instead.
Mine is +0 as well.
All right, I got you.
Great.
You can cast guidance on yourself, King.
Yeah, I'm doing that because my rolls were hot garbage. 13 with advantage and guidance.
Okay, the only thing you really find of note is you find a diamond shard that is measured out for a revivify spell.
Okay, I'll take
Can
it.
I do some sort of history check to see if I recognize any of them?
Make a history check, absolutely.
Okay. And I botched and I got a 1.
Who are these guys?
Okay, and then can I make a perception check to the rest of the forest because I'm pretty creeped out by the forest.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's perception. Okay.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so I got 22.
22. There are still Emporian patrols moving through the woods. They are clearly not on alert based on the speed of their movement. They're just on like their normal level of alert. You know what I mean? They're not hunting somebody actively right now.
Okay, so and I would also like to hide these bodies.
Great. Make a quick stealth check for me.
I was gonna say
I was gonna
sound
help
super
her with
macabre.
that. Sorry.
Should we not just hide them?
But what?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
I was thinking something a little more.
Oh, you mean like burn them?
Burn them. And I only say that because if they have other means to like resuscitate,
Track them, or resuscitate them.
Yeah.
That's pretty savage.
I know, and I hate to say that, but like that's I don't know. I was just thinking
It makes if there's troops out there, it makes us an odor.
Yeah, it's gonna be cooked like person meat.
And a fire going will also be extremely
Maybe we
visible.
can like, gosh, I hate that I'm saying this. Maybe we can like dump them in the ocean. When we go back to the boat, maybe we can like.
Whatever the case is, yeah, we need to.
Okay, let's hide them for now.
Sorry.
Kano is experiencing like this thing that happens when you think you're a god, where like life and death is nothing to you because there's I am a god.
Yeah.
So like, let us just dispose of these mortal bodies.
I'm purely thinking of our safety.
I would help
Zaza's little
Zaza.
spike goes up, thinking of like, oh god, are they gonna make me dismember them? Okay.
Hey, we killed them. Now
We
that
did
they're
kill them.
dead,
I
what?
was so surprised when the body got sliced in half. That was fucking scary. Okay. Should I roll for stealth or who has the best? I have a +3. Is this even an option? Do I have to roll? Okay.
I'll give you advantage on it.
Yeah,
Can
go
I,
ahead
if I'm helping her.
Take it with advantage. Yeah, you can go. So roll
Okay.
twice and take the higher result.
Ooh, okay. First one's 7. The second one is 21.
There we go.
21. Yeah, you just bring these bodies over to like some bushes and pile some stuff on top of them, and they're unnoticeable.
Great.
It is good to have you back, Zaza. We missed you.
I missed you too. And
You will have to tell us all about what happened that brought you here.
yeah, we'll talk. And she really just like wants to decompress, so she goes and sits by the fire and like stares into it.
Great. Leaving Zaza at the fire. Let's see who's next. Kano. What does Kano do?
Okay. Kano will go over to Nesbit and ask, should I come with you, or do you think you'll be faster if I stay here?
You're very loud.
That's totally fine. You have a nice time. You can let me know if you need help. I'll slowly get there. You have a good time, and then Kano will go and I guess search the mages also, and maybe she gets a better roll. I don't know.
Go ahead. Make an investigation check.
10, so I'm guessing.
10. No, nothing else new there.
Okay.
Okay. Next. Oh, anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, Kano will go over and can I tell what health Mara is at? Because she's been like mentally imprisoned for years.
She is pretty high health
We didn't touch her.
She's good. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know
she's,
how someone is.
I'm
mentally or whatever.
I'm at 12. Just
Kano will go over to Joey, who is not doing well. And trying to be respectful of their moment, Kano will waddle over and put a hand on Joey and say, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think this might help. And she will boomf Joey 20 lay on hands. HP. And she'll look over at Mara and say,
to say thank you as well.
You're okay, right?
I am, thank you.
Yeah, okay. And then she will waddle over to Zygo and she will say, I think you need these too, and pat him on the shoulder and boomf him 20 lay on hands HP as well.
I also thank you. I do not mean to be insensitive, especially with our new company, but I am also currently blind in one eye, and I was hoping perhaps you could do something about that.
Oh, well, 5 of those. Take care of it.
Thank you so much.
So just give yourself 15 then.
Perfect.
HP and then 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Great.
Anytime you're blind, you know who to come to.
Yes, I just I do have a history with blindness, and I missed you.
I missed you too. It was a very long nap. We should probably chat about that.
I would like that very much.
Right. Okay.
Jackie, what is Joey doing? You and your mother are just sort of sitting, looking at each other.
I think they just sit there kind of holding each other for a while. Joey with her head on Mara's shoulder.
Mara is holding the blade that you pushed into her hand, sort of loosely staring at it. And you notice that she sort of thumbs the coyote's head on the hilt that is shown.
Joey takes it and kind of flicks it. And this silver vapor kind of seeps out of it, signifying that it holds a voice. And then Joey closes the mouth of the coyote and she looks up at Mara. Am I a bad person now?
No, but I am. I failed.
Why did you fail?
This was all I ever wanted to keep from you. And I treated you poorly, and I justified it thinking that as long as it kept you as far away from all this, it didn't matter if you liked me. And now clearly it was all for nothing.
It wasn't all for nothing. Because now I can know you.
Are you sure you want that?
Why wouldn't I? You're my mom.
Make a persuasion check, Joey.
Oh, I botched.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Should I luck point it?
Your luck point's your choice.
Your luck point your choice. Yeah, I know it's not. I know it's not like a. I still have 5 left, so I'm gonna use one.
The whale luck points? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of luck points.
Yeah, you got plenty.
Yeah.
He rolled on a dice for how many she got from seeing the whale.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I forgot it was
Good
that
whale.
many.
That was much better. 23.
Ooh, okay.
That's a
DC
difference.
22 on that. When you speak, Mara sees your age a little bit and your maturity, and it takes her aback because she's expecting you to still be a child. And obviously you have magically aged a little bit, but that hasn't had as much of an impact on you as the experiences you've had. And she thinks for a second. Joey, there's something I have to do. Now that I'm not like that anymore.
Are you leaving?
I think it's best that I do. I don't...
Can't you stay just like a little bit?
I can.
Why do you have to
need to leave
go?
tonight.
Can I help you? I can come with you. I can help you. I'm really good now.
I don't want to tell you. It's just, if I'm wrong and I can't do what I'm supposed to do, I don't want to get your hopes up.
What are you supposed to do? You can tell me I'm old now. Sort of.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I just not 20'd.
Okay.
Not 20 again.
And then I got a 10, but that's a 21.
Wow.
That's good enough. That's good enough. It was 20 is the DC, so that's good enough. Oh my god. When we were taken, we were given numbers. I think
2.
that was 2, right? I'm 2. I think over there is 9 and 19 and 7. For every job that we were given, we were randomly assorted and put together. Drawn from a kind of lottery. I have only faded, cloudy memories from that time, but I know that I was very effective. And there's a hazy memory that sits sort of at the corners of my mind that I have a hard time grasping sometime, of being on a job with number 1. Joey, when you were young, I told you your father was dead, and that's not true. I thought it was true. But now, I'm quite sure it's not.
He's number 1.
I think so.
He's alive?
I think so.
Please let me come with you.
Besides the fact that I move better as one, I can tell you're doing something here. I don't know how long this will take me, Joey. I need to make a start. But when it comes time, I'll come get you.
I can help.
I know. And I think they need your help more than I do.
I have friends.
You have friends.
Real ones.
She shifts and comes around and holds you more like a mother. And you guys are just quiet there for a little while. Nesbit. What are you doing?
I'm back to where I'm usually. Back to where I'm comfortable. I'm stealthing through the woods, tracking.
Roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. Yep. That is a 27.
27. You move like a shadow of night, invisible to all. Just like in the cartoon version of this, we just see like a full landscape and then just like Nesbit's eyes. Nesbit's eyes on the complete other side of the screen.
Yep.
Roll a survival check for me. What are you looking for?
I guess tufts of polar bear fur. I'm looking for
So remains or some sign of Henry being
some
near.
sign of Henry, because I don't know anything pretty much else, or like heavily trafficked area.
Cool.
You know.
Roll a survival check for me.
What is my survival?
And Olivier can't help in any way?
I don't think so.
I don't think Olivier can help. Olivier is technically just sort of part of Nesbit's ants, but personified in a fun guy.
Yeah, it's fine. That's an 18.
18. Let me see. Okay. Nesbit, you pick up a trail of blood and a footpath that you can see has been heavily trodden. Only seems to be blood from one person. Up to you if you'd like to follow it. With your 27 stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do a quick like check to see if I'm sensing any traps.
Detect traps?
No, I don't have this.
Oh, just go ahead and make
I mean, I have this spell. I just wanted to check and see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Not that you detect.
Okay, I'll follow it.
Okay. You move along that path. You're moving for quite some time until you get to the base of kind of a taller hill with a little cave. Up in an inlet. It's like up a rocky, ancient-looking stone staircase, and there is just a very faint ember glow from up top that Dirty 20 perception also gets you. Moving up the staircase, you are Knight, you are Vengeance, you are Batman. Nobody notices jack shit. You get all the way up to this, and you see that there is several bedrolls laid out. Nobody is in this cave except for one figure who appears to be laying down back to you, wrapped in a sleeping bag.
I guess I'm gonna go up towards it, wrapped in a sleeping bag, like in a sleeping bag, or just like something drawn out over it.
Like wrapped in a sleeping bag.
Okay, I
on
will.
Its side, facing away from you.
I will creep slowly with my stealth up to it.
You just stay at the very edge of the firelight, moving into the cave. And what do? Do you interact?
What do I see? Are they completely covered, or do I see?
Totally covered, like all the way, like zipped in.
I'm just going to assume that with my, yeah, this is. I would just. I'm going to speak into their head. Henry?
No! Oh God!
Shh,
Is that Nesbit?
Shh. And then I just go up to him and just shh. Shh. Shh.
I haven't said a thing.
Okay.
Nesbit.
Shh. And I will.
My ribs are fully broken.
Shh.
Oh.
Shh. I will. My eyes will glow over, and I'll cast Aid at 3rd level.
Which looks like just a bunch of ants pick Henry up.
Yeah, and he just instantly gains 10 hit points.
Alright. Oh, this is gross. Gross.
I'll just look at him. Sorry, I 2nd level, 5 hit points.
2nd level, got it.
Yeah. Just 5 hit points. And then I'll just look at him and go, in his head, I'll just say, Henry, are you able to be quiet? Are you able to be quiet? Yes. No. Can you? Are you able to stealth well? No. I've seen you actually. You failed us many times. I've come back for you. And I'm just going to. How long did we travel? How long did I travel?
You traveled like 20 minutes.
Okay.
He calls after you like, wait, the mages will be back.
No, I know. That's why we're leaving now. I'm going to just say, here, Henry, do you trust me?
Not really.
Really? After all this time?
I trust you all as a group, but you, frankly, sir.
I'll just look at him and go, Henry,
So good.
Henry. I came back for you because you're a part of the colony. I don't leave members of the colony behind.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Henry!
Don't worry, you'll nat 20.
I did get an 18. So -2.
Oh my god.
It's persuasion. Yeah,
That's
16.
really funny. You
So
beat
funny.
it by 1.
Thank you, Nesbit. I'm sorry I said that if it was hurtful.
No, I understand. I just wanted to make sure that going forward, you understand.
Yes, please get me the salt out of here.
Okay, so you trust me?
Yes.
Okay, I will then touch him and go, okay, you trust me, and I will cast gaseous form.
Yep. There it is.
Oh my god.
It is slow moving, but like it's an hour-long concentration. He moves 10 feet, and since we're moving stealthily, he doesn't make a noise really. So.
Okay, are you gonna, he obviously can't talk right now, but you see the gas, like, swirl.
Yeah, I'll just keep talking into his head, just like, all right, Henry, follow me.
He can't talk back to you, right?
No.
No, so you don't know if he's cool, but he
I don't
definitely follows you.
This is the way that I'm doing it. So.
Roll a stealth check as you lead this gaseous
Another
mist
one?
out of
Okay.
here. Yeah, you gotta re-up on the stealth.
Okay. That is a 22.
Nesbit walks down the hill, followed by sort of a white-colored mist, reflective of the white polar bear fur, and you guys slowly walk back to camp. Nesbit crests the little hill, followed by white gas.
Yeah, this one probably took a lot longer because he can only move 10 feet, so I was probably gone for like an hour.
Oh, okay.
Or something
So
like
then
that.
we'll come back as Nesbit comes
Yeah.
back in a moment then. And then, have we resolved Zygo yet?
No.
Alright,
I mean,
you're the last
Zygo
one.
sort of had his foot in a couple of other people's. He looked
It's
at the
okay,
bodies
you
with
can
Zygo and.
Select it.
No, I mean, Zygo wants to talk to everybody, but also knows that this probably isn't the time. Like he has a million questions for Mara, he has a million questions for Kano, and a million questions for Zaza, but kind of just reading the room, I think Zygo's just gonna sit down near the camp and kind of rest for a second.
Got it. Okay. You guys do wait. Nesbit gets back after his outing, followed by white gas. Nesbit walks out of the thing. All of you guys look and see Nesbit come back.
And I'll just be like, right as like the hour hits, I'm like, Henry, you're gonna want to lower yourself so that when it stops being gas, you don't fall anywhere.
The gas is 30 feet up in the air and slips back down to you.
Did Henry kind of start to enjoy it at the end a little bit?
We'll see.
He was flying. It was very
Yeah.
cool.
Just seeing the world.
And I'll just say, into everyone's head, I found him. Thank you, Zaza. No more. And then
I couldn't breathe, but I didn't need to breathe.
Henry.
Henry, shh.
I'm sorry. I went back to the boat after you told me to go back to the boat, and then you were gone for a very long time. So I came back out to look for you, and then there was someone with a mask with a monkey on it. stabbed me with the purple sword that disappeared after it stabbed me, and then Zaza, and then they took me back and
Henry?
rough and tumbled me
Henry?
up a bit, and
Henry?
said they were going to use me as a bargaining chip, and what?
Henry?
What is it? Yes.
You are part of this colony. But when I give an order, you follow it, okay?
Yes.
Zaza runs and just hugs him. And,
Oh, I'm so many broken ribs.
and she does it a little lighter, and she just like kisses him on the forehead, like,
Oh, thank you, Miss Jekyll.
Anna's gonna waddle over and say, I wish I had more of these, because I gave a lot to other people already, but still. And she will boom him 7 hit points.
I can't believe that is what we have decided on.
I mean, what else is the verb?
I love it.
Boom. To boom or not to boom?
That's much better. Thank you.
Oh.
I feel significantly better. Thank you so much. Who is this woman?
He notices the robes on her.
Oh, and Zaza still has his armor or her arm around his shoulder and goes, "That's Joey's mom. It's a long story."
There's a lot to unpack, y'all. Yeah, salt is correct.
Right, well, I'm going to go lay down because everything truly is agony to do.
And he wobbles over and just sort of lays down next to the wheelbarrow.
Okay.
And Zaza, kind of embarrassed, but like kneels down next to him and goes, "You wouldn't mind giving me the racers back?"
Oh, no, I don't need them. Go ahead.
As he's bleeding out.
We
Then you're like-
stabilized him.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He walks back to the fire. Yeah,
God.
and puts him back on.
Zaza's muscles get just a little more like.
Yeah, she is.
She
That's
does
as I
all
remember.
Her strength becomes 19. Okay, you guys don't have a fire going. I'm sorry, that's my bad on having the sound effect up.
I made a fire. I thought I made a fire.
Then a little fire going. Never mind. Perfect.
Can we
go ahead
keep
and
it small so we don't pull
make
attention?
a quick
Yeah.
stealth check for me, or make a nature check for me, Zaza.
Oh.
Okay. 10.
Okay, so you know how to conceal. That was honestly, if you needed a 10.
Great.
So you make as little smoke as possible, and you get it nice and low in the ground so as to avoid visibility. And you may all take whatever rest you desire and have a little moment to talk.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kano will go over to Mara and
God, a
Joey,
long rest.
and say, I know that a lot has happened tonight, but Mara, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions, if that's okay.
However I can help.
Joey puts her hand on Mara's knee and says, Mara, Kano's the one that saved me. And she's also the one that saved you, but we owe her a lot.
And also she's the one.
She looks at Kano and bows her head and says,
I'm extremely grateful.
Thank you. I'd do it all again, even though she gave me a little bit of trouble sometimes.
Oh,
Trying
come
to, like,
on.
I know you're picking pockets and stuff. You're doing your little things. But Mara, when I was freeing you, I saw a hooded figure with Emporian robes on it, who I believe to be controlling all the mages. Who is that person?
It's likely Commander Ezra. He's running
Hannah knows who that is.
sort of the entire project.
So does Natasha.
Ezra. That was Jackie, not Joey. Sorry, Joey.
You'll get there, Jay.
Ezra.
Okay.
He's
Does
a
that name sound familiar?
priest with the church.
The Church of Soul. He works closely in association with Boris Niles.
I figured it had to be pretty high up in the chain of command if it's a very big decision or responsibility to take on.
Well, how did you get this?
When I was taken initially, I freed myself and almost got away. But then I didn't. And I sustained this injury during my escape.
How many mages are there? Do you know?
A great many. The highest number I have seen was 42. But I'm sure it goes much higher than that.
And all of them were, I'm guessing, condemned to that life.
I think some. Again, I wasn't able to do much reconnaissance in my condition, but from what I could assume, it would be certainly the easiest place to find magically inclined people for experimentation, especially considering once someone's taken, they're not anticipated to be ever seen again, especially if it's not for practicing magicianry.
I'm guessing that's what they want to do with us.
It could be. Do
Did
you have
you-
Niall's attention?
Yes,
I would say so.
very much so.
Then it's likely.
And do you know if there's a way? Basically, do you know if there's a way for us to set them free?
I don't know that. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I knew that was a big ask, but
If you could do what you did to me, however many times over, then I suppose that's my best guess.
Or cut the head off. Get Ezra.
Or get Ezra, but he is...
he still has to be in the podcast later.
He's got plot armor.
Yeah.
AC 40. No, but the actual justification. Ezra was a well-known war priest during the purge of magical people in Emporia. Sort of the Boris Niles of his time. But he used magic, claiming that he was given the power by the sun above in the sky. Soul. Which is utter nonsense. I know the style of magic he practices, and it's not divine. But he's a good talker, and he makes himself hard to reach, hard to know where he is. He is paranoid, but not to a fault, to a brilliance, in a way.
It's good to know.
But if you're curious, he does have an office in Portso.
As many do. Well, we'll be stopping there later at some point.
Careful
I'm
about
sure.
going to Portso. You'll be... It's not like the rest of Emporia. They really actively seek people who use magic there.
Yeah.
It's not some unspoken thing. They're very serious about it.
I remember.
She looks at Joey sort of, you know, sidelong, and you see like a bit of irritation, but she stuffs it down because she knows it's not the time.
Do they still have bounties?
They do. They still have weekly executions.
Jesus. Excuse me, Mara. I did not mean to interrupt. Do the names Theoden or Zell mean anything to you?
What are the names?
Theoden and Zell. We encountered a young traveler who had met you and gave us those names as people who he trusted.
Theoden or Zell? Not Zell. Was she a coyote?
I did not know.
I mean, I had a sister named Zell. But
Do
I
you
haven't
know-
seen her in years.
Say it was a coyote woman. We just assumed.
Thank you for that.
Wait. Where it was a coyote woman?
We didn't. Did nowhere say that?
Nowhere said a coyote woman. A
What?
coyote was kind to him at the fort.
He
And
also
the
said
two
it was
names-
Mara. Yeah, Mara.
We thought it
and,
was Mara.
Oh, we thought that was Mara.
It could have been both.
Could have been both.
These-
He said that he encountered her at a small prison off the coast.
Fort Donner Prison?
That's the one.
If it's Zell, that's where she'd be. I just assumed they'd killed her. But I suppose that's foolish.
Would she be in a monkey mask too? I have an aunt?
Zell... Zell was never magically inclined,
Oh.
so I
Then-
doubt it.
What use would they have to kill her?
She was a smuggler. She would take people who were magical, and if they were under scrutiny by the government, she would move them.
Understood.
And they caught her.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to
I
pick at
just
an old
assumed-
wound.
No, it's all right. I just assumed they had made an example of her. You know, and it could be not her. Zell is. I knew another Zell growing up. It's not an entirely unique name.
Of course.
I'll
Kano
look into
kind
it.
of.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah. Kano looks at her differently when she said she wasn't magical and asks, "Did you ever know a lion?"
What was their name? I've met a couple lions in my time.
Omar?
Not that I can recall, no.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can help any of you with? I mean, I don't know much, but anything I do know, I want to volunteer as freely as I can.
Well, I think I should just say, so that we're all on the same page. I had dinner with Forrest Niles.
You what?
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 Huh?
Sven goes,
Sven speaks for the first time.
huh?
What?
That's
Oh?
crazy!
Yeah, it was when I was mayor, and as soon as he saw me, he invited me to eat with him. And I don't think it was ever a friendly invitation. He already knew who I was, and he also had a list of names, and he was crossing them off one by one. The last one he crossed off was named Hickey. And I guess Hickey has betrayed us and said that we came in shopping for clothes or traveling together.
No, Hickey would not have betrayed us. Hickey was a confidant of ours.
Boris Niles can be very persuasive.
Boris Niles wanted to spar me at the table.
Did you do that?
Somehow I convinced him to wait, And Ramilda also helped a bunch and vouched for me. But he is looking for us. And there was a map where he left one of his war dice indicating that he was moving. And that's how I found you, because the war dice was there. It was terrifying, and I ran into the woods as fast as I could.
So would the war dice indicate that the mages were coming here, or that something else is still coming here?
That the mages were coming.
Is that right, Mara?
I don't know. I was never involved in planning anything.
I do have another question. Does Boris Niles have any weakness?
I'm gonna roll a really kooky check right now. It's gonna be a disadvantage, and she needs a 20, and it's an intelligence check.
I'm gonna cast guidance.
Woo!
We'll have this be history. She gets a +4. And what she had for guidance? D4?
D4.
Yeah.
And it's a disadvantage. She needs a 20, so...
Someone in the
let's roll
chat said
first.
a slight weakness for formal wear.
That's right. Zaza's his goddamn weakness. Really, though, Zaza and him now have, like, a complicated little relationship after she devastated him with that bit of
Empathy
philosophy
check.
at the table. Yeah, the little empathy
Yeah.
check. Okay, so she rolled a 3 on the guidance, and she gets a +4. So both of these rolls need to be 13 or higher.
Okay.
Here we go, George.
14 and 5.
Ooh.
Wait,
What if
I can't remember anything.
oh,
I'm
both?
sorry.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. Do you want to use one of your luck points to let her re-roll it? Do you have one left?
Should I? I feel like I'm wasting. No, this is big.
Doesn't
This is
Zaza
big.
have
do you
one?
have one left?
I don't have any. I tried to escape
You
the
ran out?
forest. I haven't been
Yeah,
able
okay.
to rest.
Yeah, we haven't rested. This is still the
Up
night
to you.
before
Do you
we
want
rest,
to roll a
right?
luck point? You'll only use one.
Jackie,
so
I'll
it's up
give
to
you
Jackie.
my luck points in the future.
Okay, I'll be really careful about the other ones. I'll do
Sorry.
a luck point.
Sorry to full laugh at that.
I rolled a nat 19.
No!
She thinks for a moment. I think he's afraid of heights.
Oh,
Ooh, baby.
what?
How afraid?
I think quite afraid.
How do you
Or
know?
Where this is tricky, but I'm recalling something about us being at the base of a mountain near the Red Spine. And the jeweler I remember. But Boris wouldn't even travel up the mountain for fear of being too high up.
Interesting.
Thank you. Joey looks Mara dead in the eyes and says with all of the confidence her 12-year-old body can muster, I am going to kill that man.
Roll an insight check.
Joey's not very insightful. That's 8, 9, 10, 11.
Your mother is stone-faced at that. I think it's probably hard for her to hear her daughter say that, but she doesn't let you on too much.
Can anyone else roll an insight check?
Sure.
I would like to roll one.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I botched. So.
Yeah, same exact thing. Probably just like, it's a lot going on.
23 for me.
23. Kano, you catch a sidelong glance from Mara that you immediately identify as not dislike towards you because she's immensely grateful, but she is, every time she looks at you, you feel the envy.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Anna was the mom she wasn't.
Are Kano's eyes still glowing, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Kano, your eyes have settled to just be blank white, but you can see perfectly fine. They do not give off any light.
But do I look blind?
You definitely don't look blind.
Like
You
Storm.
You look like Storm from X-Men a little bit.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Zygo will have had one eye sort of even though we've been like interrogating Mara, he'll have had one eye kind of trained on Kano's face this whole time, and will think into her head, what happened when you spoke to my grandfather?
And we're gonna take a little break, everybody. So we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5 minutes, everybody, and get into it. See you guys in a second. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. We rejoin our party, hanging out at the fire, just chilling. Nothing's happened that's important, right? We just had devastating revelations from Mara Robbins, giving as much insight as she can. It's been revealed that Joey's father may very well be in the mix still, but only revealed to Joey privately. She is
And I might have an aunt.
You might have an aunt.
It's just family day for Joey.
Yeah.
Well, crazy day from going from 0 to maybe 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first of all, really quick before we get into anything for the characters, I just want to say I've been rolling all my dice in one of my favorite things, which is this dice box that my girlfriend Jess Randazzo made for me.
Yeah.
Yay,
I just
Jess!
wanted to show it off because I'm very proud of it, and it is really making my rolls suck, which is great for you guys.
Thank you, Jazz.
Jess says, "There you go." Yeah. I love it so much. It's my favorite.
You did such a good job.
Let us go right to where we left off, where Zygo directed his attention to Kano and just asked the blunt question, what did you talk about when you spoke to my grandfather in the visions? For those that don't know, Zygo had a conversation with his grandfather magically and then transferred the line, basically, to Kano, who had essentially a day-and-a-half-long coma. So, around the fire, it's all quiet as all eyes turn towards Kano.
Well,
Kano
that was
will-
just in her head, right?
It was.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
just-
Oh,
All
it's
eyes
in her
turned
head.
for no
Okay.
reason to Kano.
Then, in that case, like, people are getting some food ready, and amidst that busyness, Zygo just is still and stares over at Kano, and Kano, you make eyes with Zygo in the
Yeah.
middle of everybody, like, bustling
Exactly.
around.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Kano will kind of shake her head a little bit as if she thinks to herself, "Oh yeah, that also happened."
That was
Because so much just went on. She'll look at Mara and clocking the glance she got earlier, but not addressing it at all, just making a mental note of it. Thank you for all of your information. It's been very helpful for us.
Of course.
Please get
anytime.
some sleep. Will you be staying with us for a bit?
I'll stay for the night. Just if for no other reason, to keep watch.
Kenna will glance at Joey and say, "Okay."
Joey's face kind of tightens at that.
I can take the first watch as I'm still feeling pretty good after my nap.
No, I got it. Thank you.
Oh. Okay. Kenna will squeeze Joey's shoulder and then go around to Zygo. Is Zygo far enough away? Or Zygo, where are you in relation?
I'm sort of on the outskirts of the fire of the camp.
Okay. Kano will kind of nod her head just to pull Zygo a little further away.
Follow.
There are a couple things I want to talk to you about. But there's a couple things I need to figure out for myself first. Is that
Of
all right
course,
if I do
yes.
that and then we have this conversation maybe tomorrow
Yes.
or later?
Of course. Of course.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Kenna,
Mm-hmm.
are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I think I got some pretty big news, and so I need to figure out what exactly it means.
I very much understand the feeling. So, you take your time.
Thank you.
And Kano will, I guess, go over to her bedroll if Mara's taking the first watch, and she's not gonna sleep. I really just want to like meditate and try to figure out what just happened to my person.
Make a religion check.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think is really the case? What does Kano think is actually happening right now?
I don't want to say Jesus, but
she thinks
like,
she's Mother Jesus.
Like
is what she thinks
like
she is?
the mother, maybe maybe when him saying you're the mother and then leaving, I don't think I am like the mother. But I think that maybe I am like the current embodiment.
You think you might be? Kano believes that potentially.
Maybe that's the hypothesis as of now.
But not entirely.
Well, I didn't get
is there
that.
Another option you think?
No, I just think like.
I just want to know what Kano says.
That's just my guess. I don't want to fully because like I didn't get that from the mother. It was just like Zygo's grandpa. Like, right. I don't know Zygo's grandpa. I don't know.
Cool dude, though, right?
Oh, fucking tits, man.
Super tits.
Super tits. Jeez. Let's do a religion check.
Okay.
That should do it.
Just kind of wanted to do like a self
check.
Self-assessment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're kidding. Are you serious?
Shut up.
Wow.
Your religion is off the charts right now.
Wait, we can't see it a little bit more. Oh my god.
Wow, I think not to like pick and choose, but like that's probably
unreal.
Times to get that I can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gee,
right,
George,
tell me what I am, George.
I'm sure you didn't have any plans that you any surprises or secrets you were hoping to hold on to for later sessions.
I literally can't believe. I just think you should just tell me everything I need to know. I can't believe.
Oh my
man.
Lord.
How the fuck?
Chat, you know what to do, chat.
That's so fucking funny.
I
am so
my god.
Happy and humble.
Do you need a moment? Hey George, you need a moment? Oh god.
Do we need to take another break? Like, are you okay?
We're gonna take another 5 minutes real quick.
The amount of George's plans that have been destroyed.
The last two sessions.
The last two sessions, we've just murked everything.
Hannah.
So silly. Kano. Okay, so you meditate. You go and sit. Where do you go sit?
I guess I'll go right by the fire because the edge of the clearing's been done. You know what I mean?
The edge of the clearing has been done.
Yeah.
So last year. Okay. So everything gets quiet around you. Eventually, the sounds of the fire sort of fade as it burns down to embers, and you just hear all the life around you. You close your eyes, and your meditation is so much easier to snap into than it was before. And you literally feel all the life around you within like a mile radius. You just feel very connected to it. And then you start to have this vision of, from your fingertips, golden roots spreading down into the ground, deeper and deeper, until if we were to zoom out, we would see Kano sitting probably cross-legged at the fires, like just barely lit. And then we would zoom out 400 feet and see a little pinprick Kano and golden vines descending like a mountain beneath her. Kano, you focus on this one question that you have specifically. You are the mother. What does that mean? Immediately, even though your eyes are closed and all you see is darkness and you just feel this golden light descending from you, you see that silver and red flower open up in front of your face. Red flower. Of course.
Could have been 2 flowers. We don't know.
It's just a flower in darkness, and it drifts downward, and then it hits where, surprise, there was dark water, and then it floats away from you. And you see falling from your feathered hands suddenly many of those flowers. So the first thing you learn is that seeing all of those red and white flowers, that was you unconsciously using a power that you have.
I'm sorry.
The loudest gasp in the world.
The sign that you took as a sign from the mother is true, but it literally comes from you. That's 1. 2, while you are the mother, you know that it is also true that there is somebody else here that could also be the mother. Not.
I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so sorry.
Not necessarily in your campsite, but you know that there are other people that could also be what you are. The mother does not have many paladins. The mother's magic usually manifests in cleric or druidic abilities, sometimes ranger abilities, that sort of like nature-y magic and divine magic. With a more gentle, or in terms of nature, it can be a little more wrathful, but the seeds of the mother need to be strong because they are let loose from the tree. They are left to fend for themselves, and they have to inspire. In a way, to put it in layman's terms, the conclusion you have is that you are sort of like a Jesus-like figure, but there could be like tons of Jesuses.
Okay.
What the heck?
You're not necessarily... You are basically just a very powerful manifestation of the mother's being. And you also know that it happens when you're born. So this is like a destiny of some kind. You're not sure too much about that. But there's a strong possibility that somebody knew that this was the case and didn't tell you.
Ah.
And that's what you get from your meditation.
Okay. Do I get a sense of if I know another kind of representative of the mother?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. 21.
Just fail 1.
Sorry, you don't have to. You could say
No,
I know,
tell
don't
her.
say who. I feel
Home
bad.
might be a good place to start.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Okay. Anybody else do anything else before they go to bed? Anything we want to take a look at? If nobody has anything lined up, I have one thing.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have one more question. What does that mean in terms of like does the smite thing still carry over?
That probably was just more of a unconscious thing, very much like when when you saw the flowers light the path and lead you deeper into this place, it was probably you casting some kind of like insanely powerful warding spell, dissuading people from the jungle where you guys were walking. So those kinds of powers are not going to be like conscious, activatable powers.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry.
Here's what's going to happen, Kano.
Okay.
When you are out of smites, you can write this down. This is a new feature you're going to have. When you are out of spell slots and can no longer smite, when you successfully hit after that point, I'm going to roll a 1d10.
Wow.
If I roll a 10, one of your mother's powers is going to activate.
Oh, that's so cool.
Okay. So when out of smites, when I hit, you roll a d10. If it's a 10, boom.
Yes.
Dope.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's nice. It's gonna incentivize you to smite a lot.
Or use a lot of spells.
Either one.
Yeah.
Both of them use slots.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Anybody else have anything specific they want to do?
Just right before bed, and Nesbit will take, if there's a third watch, he'll take it. But Nesbit will just go to Zaza and hug her.
Oh.
Hi, sorry. We were busy with other things, and I was focused on other things at the time. I didn't want you to think that I wasn't very happy to see you alive and okay, not well. You were running and camouflaged with mud. Good job. I am happy that you are back.
And Zaza, didn't have enough time to hug back. Her arms are just, at her sides. And she's just like, I missed you too, Nesbit. Oh. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to end the night without me saying that. All right. Sleep well. You are very beat up.
And she just kind of nods her head and goes and lays on the ground on some leaves. I don't know.
Okay. Zygo and Joey, both of you make a perception check for me.
Dirty 20.
Oh, this is good. 26.
Okay, both of you notice Sven is looking through stuff that you guys also have with you wrapped up. You guys took some of these paintings Alabaster had. You guys had gathered them up. You see Sven has them splayed out on the ground and is looking at them kind of frantically.
Sven, what's wrong? You painted these?
And then he points at Alabaster's signature in the bottom right-hand corner.
He was taking credit for your work.
Roll an insight check, Joey.
Oh, this one was not bad. 18.
He does not understand the concept of selling these. So he doesn't understand why anyone would do that.
So, do you remember people like Romilda, like the really rich people? Do you remember when we explored her house and we stole the thing and there were paintings everywhere? So rich people like to buy art and they'll spend lots of money on it. And so he was pretending your art, because your art's so beautiful, that it was his, so he could sell it.
Sven, when did you make these paintings? A long, long time ago. Sort of a long time ago.
Maybe when we get out of this, we could open up a shop and show people your work.
Sven, I feel like we have asked you, but it has been so much time. Do you remember where you were before you were taken by the Pendletons?
He writes nowhere in the dirt.
The way Nowhere spelled it.
Knowhere.
Nowhere.
It's the same place, the Fort Dummer. Right.
Did you meet her there? And Joey points to Mara. Did you paint these after? What? Us? Me.
The two of them?
Yeah.
Together?
That's my mom.
Real quick insight check.
Both of us?
16.
15.
Oh, Sven's not a good liar. So, Sven, you catch him looking at Bovington a little bit wistfully. An image of Bovington.
Do you want to go home?
He looks down at the ground and won't say yes or no.
We can take you home if you want to go. I just want to make sure you're safe. Do you want to finish the mission with us? Or do you want to go now?
Does Joey want him to finish the mission with him?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
$26. Cool. Psycho,
He
is
lights
that?
a little bit of lightning up in his fingers.
Joey does a little mage hand, like when they first met.
Another mage hand, ghostly.
What were you saying, Joy?
Is that okay?
Yes, it is alright. I know that I was wrong about what Sven brings to this group, certainly, but if you knew where your mother was now, and she was safe, and you could just return to her, I would not stop you from doing that.
Sven looks at you, Zygo. Roll a quick insight check. Actually, you rolled a 15 before, right?
I did, but this is much better.
Okay. Okay, what is it?
28.
Oh, shit. He just looks at you, and you know what he means is what's wrong. Because he sees that you're distracted by something.
It feels as if we are starting to leave bodies in our wake, both on their side and on ours. And if there's a way for us to prevent more collateral damage, that is not a bad thing.
Sven is 7 years old, so his eyes widen when you say we're dropping bodies, and he just, like, gets kind of, like, freaked out.
it seems as if they are starting to use people who are close to us to find where we are. There are people being caught in the crossfire. And that worries me. If you would like to check on your parents, on your family, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Do you have family in Bovington? Oh. I didn't know that.
Is this an open conversation, or do we not hear this? I'm just kind of wondering to you guys.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Are you guys kind of pulled away?
No, you said that we sort of just were the ones who noticed that this was happening.
Yeah.
I don't think we're trying to be particularly quiet about it, though.
Yeah, then at this point, it's not like a stealthy conversation, Nesbit. You're good.
Okay. Nesbit's just going to very quickly, into Sven's head, just like almost interjecting in the middle of the conversation, not meaning to interject anywhere else. Let's go. Sven, are your parents as old as you are? And Nesbit doesn't... I don't continue any line of questioning or say anything else out loud. I just like look over and say that and just...
Fully doesn't even like think that's weird. Just like, yeah.
Obviously.
How did they capture you to begin with?
He mimics like handcuffs.
But were you in Bovington or somewhere else?
In Bovington.
Joey kind of turns to Zygo. I just want him to be safe. We've now brought him along with us and he's wanted, and I'm scared to put him back there and then have to go rescue him or something.
George, can I make a history check about Bovington? Just sort of what
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Are you trying to like really target this imp? Gabe, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you roll a 25 on history here, I'm gonna tell you something like huge.
Oh!
Okay, well that would be a 19 or a 20 that I'd have to roll, so...
Wait, can you...
Guidance yourself.
What did you
No.
roll?
No.
What did you do?
Oh my god. Where is it? We can't
Did you
see.
see it?
Oh
No.
my god.
It's a nat fucking 20.
Oh my god!
What the
I'll hold it up. It's,
Oh my
Wow.
god.
This is the
Something
night
on
of,
that,
that's the title of the episode, I think. Like, Night of the Nat 20.
Oh my god.
So, George.
Fuck you, George.
All right. Y'all
You,
are
George,
lucky.
2021.
That's
what
in
is happening
fucking
tonight?
insane.
Oh, my gosh.
Zygo, you think about Bovington for a while. You look at Sven, and you think back to Sven is older than 7,
Right.
though he is he is the mind of a child and only memories from the past 7 years. But he knows he's much older. You think about that for a second, and you start thinking about when you walked through this ethereal plane with him. And it's like it punches you in the face from behind. Like it punches you like that part of your forehead. Like the Ghost Walkers.
The Ghost Walkers?
The Ghost Walkers is a legend of a people who could move between this world and a parallel one at will, and used it as a canvas as like a place to like express their heart's most inner desires and create. And basically it was just like a fairyland where you could do whatever you want and be unseen and get up to mischief. And one day, a ghost walker came across something more powerful than he and was overwhelmed. This entity is the Mayfly. Unleashing the Mayfly in the ethereal plane caused this god of chaos to spring forth into the material plane, wreak havoc until the ghost walkers eventually banished it back to the plane from whence it came.
Mm-hmm.
The Mayfly is crafty, often escapes, and often ghost walkers rise to it. However, it's reasonable to assume, given this nat 20 that you have, that the magical purge in Emporia likely got most of the ghost walkers, making the Mayfly's return that much more dangerous and likely.
Because they didn't have the sort of guardians to beat it back.
The white blood cells aren't there to stop the disease. Right. So Sven being present at that, very much destiny. Amidst the ghost walkers, there were those called Ethereums.
Mm-hmm. Which I've heard Sven be called.
And Ethereums were people who had melded so perfectly with the ethereal plane that they had complete mastery over it. And these were the people that made the decisions that the Ghost Walkers would do when they weren't fighting off the Mayfly or other entities from the ethereal plane. They would make the other decisions, like what does this order do to stay alive? Who do we contract ourselves with? Who do we ally with, etc.
Mm-hmm.
An Ethereum could be a child, because for somebody to fully understand what the ethereal plane is and does not require innate knowledge. It requires a way of being. If you're the right kind of person and you discover the ethereal plane, you will become essentially immortal at the age that you discover that truth at.
Ah.
With your nat 20, make another history check for me, please. I'm still gonna tell you something, but...
Botch!
Okay.
That's so funny.
That's fun. That's good.
That was supposed to happen.
Come on.
In Bovington, there is a monument to the Ghost Walkers, but nobody knows where it is because all records of it were destroyed. All monuments like that, hidden, destroyed, booby-trapped in a lot of cases. But there's probably some monument in Bovington that is important to
Sven.
a clue as to where Sven belongs.
Huh.
And that is the conclusion of your goddamn motherfucking nat 20.
Alright.
Holy fuck.
Zygo will say to Joey, there is something. I do not think that we would be just leaving him. I believe that there are something in Bovington that we are possibly all meant to see. Some other greater power that seems to have some vested interest in us and in him.
So we all go together.
Do we have anywhere else that we are rushing to be at this moment?
The moon?
Yeah.
Oh yes, but that is... there are pathways that still need to be gone down before we... You know what, let us think on it for the night. We are in no rush for this evening. I will see if the heavens have anything to say. And, we will try again in the morning.
As Zygo, I'm assuming, kind of walks away, Joey's gonna kind of crouch down next to Sven, and kind of whisper, even if we leave you in Bovington, Can we still be friends? Like, I'll be able to see you again and stuff. Okay. And then Joey.
He gives you a big around the middle hug.
Joey kind of passes that. Joey's now much taller than him.
Roll a quick insight check, Joey.
5.
Okay, never mind. All right. You may all take a long rest.
Yeah.
Thank freaking
Goodness
goodness.
gracious.
All right. The next morning, we gather up and we come up with our game plan. Morning, everyone.
How are you
Much better
feeling?
today.
Good.
It's funny. Although my ribs were broken just last night, it's as if sleeping just immediately cures me of all my ailments. Strange how this world of ours works, but
Well, that is what they say. Food is food, sleep.
the mother watches over us, I suppose.
Yes, indeed.
So are we still going forward with the plan?
Port Sow, is it? I suppose we're going back to the boat, yes?
There is another possibility that we could think on if you would like. Our young Sven here has expressed some interest in returning to Bovington, which is either his home or somewhere very important for him. And perhaps that is something to consider as well.
I think there could be something really cool there for all of us. And I don't know what it is, but I think it'll be very interesting.
It is a long way to the water. We have time to talk as we move, but we also must move carefully. Things
Either
can
way,
be
if
discussed.
we return to the boat and Sven has these portraits, perhaps he can get us to Bovington even from there. Either way, the boat seems like the safest place to be.
I think this is where I leave all of you. I have something I must attend to.
Wait, don't you want to come see the boat and meet Charlie and all of our other friends?
Roll a quick insight check for me, Joey.
22.
You say all of that, and you see her start to cry, and then she bites it back, and you know that it is a piece of deep hurt for her that you have found so much happiness in spite of the way she treated you. Because while she was treating you poorly, it was out of fear, and she wanted to one day be in a place where that fear wouldn't exist, so she could have what you have now with all the people here. And she also feels like she failed, and that she doesn't deserve to ruin what you have here.
Joey kind of reaches out and grabs her hand. And as she does so, she casts message so nobody else can hear what she's saying. And into her mom's mind, she says, "You're a part of my family too. And you'll always be."
She gets down and hugs you very, very tight. And she takes something that's wrapped in a very small little cloth and puts it in your hand, clasps your hand around it, and says, "I'll see you again soon. I'll be in touch. I promise." She kisses you on the cheek, and she gives like a hand to everyone, walks forward to Kano, and like offers a handshake to you.
Kano reaches out her hand and takes it. You'll always have a spot with us.
She wordlessly nods, turns around, Looks at Joey one more time.
Zygo will just enter her mind, say, if you are recaptured, re-indoctrinated, you now know much more about our groups than you did before. Please take care to not do that.
She says into your mind, no one will find me.
Oh.
That's enough for Zygo.
She walks to the edge of the tree line, looks at Joey one more time, blows a kiss, and then there is a swirling of black smoke. She is gone.
Joey kind of wipes a tear.
Oh.
Hey Joe, did you want to see if maybe any of the other mages had anything cool that you might want to use?
Joey kind of like very withdrawn, half-heartedly shrugs, and then just goes over and kind of starts looking, but she's not really making eye contact with anyone.
Roots around through the dead bodies.
Oh my god.
Yes.
One that is sliced in half, by the way.
Oh, that one Joey avoids.
Yeah. That one might have the coolest one.
Everybody give me one more investigation check.
Alrighty. In the light of the day.
And Joey,
I know.
do you open that pouch or are you gonna leave that for later?
I'm just gonna hold it right now.
Can't roll for shit on this investigation.
Why did everyone roll badly? I also rolled badly. I only got a
We
12.
rolled nat 20s for the rest of the night.
I'm gonna use a luck point. I'm using
Yeah, I rolled a fucking 3.
12.
I rolled an
I also got a 12.
11.
What's the highest one?
12.
Well,
Dylan, did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled.
Never mind. Oh,
That's
should I roll
pathetic.
for Sven and Henry?
yeah.
Yes, please.
For the love of
Jesus.
God.
I rolled a 7.
No, they both suck.
Oh my god!
We're not
There's
meant to have
no
anything.
Well,
way.
too bad these mages didn't have
Henry rolled a
anything.
nat 3 and Sven has a penalty. So
Oh my god.
There's mages. There's something. Okay, if we make it more specific,
so
can we
sad.
try again?
yeah, our
Oh,
party
wait,
leaves behind the orb of annihilation that I was. No, just
Wait,
kidding.
George, can I do like an animal handling thing for the ant to search the bodies?
That's
Oh, fucking.
genius.
Go ahead and make. How do you justify this in your head? What happens?
Because this is like my
No, like, tell me what you do, and like, how do you bring?
Zaza like thinks to herself, she's like, there must be something. And in her head, she's like, it's like
Oh
ants.
my
There
god.
must
They have much more powerful noses than we could ever. We have so much from ants. And she looks into Beatrice's eyes and she holds Beatrice's head into her hands and is like, go. And communicates smell.
God, I hope this works.
Yeah, and then
That'd be so
Beatrice-
good.
what are you talking about? And then so I get a piece of clothing, I put it up to her nose. I'm like,
A piece of clothing. They're right there. She'll find them.
don't question it.
she immediately finds them.
She dies? Okay.
She finds the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
hit.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
wait. So then I pull out my maul and then I pull out my scimitar. I give it to her to smell. I'll be like, you're a weapon ant now.
Animal handling.
Have her smell Zygo's glove too.
Oh,
my god.
Oh my god.
God, I got a dirty 20. I got a dirty 20.
I am weapon ant now. Oh my god.
Mages. They're not gonna be weapons.
All right.
Something.
Beatrix now has her only purpose in life fully defined and established.
Well, because
Oh,
both my
no.
weapons they have magic on them.
She
so
botches.
You kidding me? Oh my
having,
god.
having watched all of this take place.
Can Shu look for that?
No.
Yes.
I haven't summoned Shu yet.
My God.
But having
Nat 20s are over.
having watched all of this take place, Zygo will go, oh, hog, and cast Detect Magic.
Unbelievable. Okay, yeah.
was about
what? What are you looking at?
It's,
It's a
you know,
radius.
it's a radius for a while, so I'm standing over the bodies. Any presence of magic within 30 feet of me.
All of the masks are magical.
Okay.
Oh.
They have the ability to cast Disguise Self on the wearer.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's horrifying.
We need that.
So
What?
Useful, though.
Yeah, but they're specifically fitted to these faces, right?
right,
We were
So-
with.
But you can know the attunement of them though too, right?
right. Gabe,
Not
you
just
know what
from
that
Detect Magic.
means is that anyone
Yeah, could be.
could be one of these guys.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yep. It opened up the whole world to being.
monkey masks.
And they are individually fitted to someone's face.
So we
I'm
can.
Jordan-
thinking about what all of you are animal-wise, and I don't think
There's a crow.
Joey
there
could
is a
grab
crow.
the.
George,
Joey
question?
could grab the coyote.
This is a paranoid question, but just
Your
because
mom?
Mara took her mask with her.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
just
fuck that.
because of it's a paranoid question, but just because the spell would reveal it. Does Henry's mask ping or something like that? Is Henry in
Oh.
disguise?
No, Henry
Okay.
does not have a mask.
Woo!
Okay.
Bingo,
What
bingo,
a
we're
good
God.
question.
Question. I appreciate
I
your
thought about
paranoia
it.
so
I
much,
didn't think
Dylan.
about it.
Woo!
Yeah.
Terrifying, and I hate that.
Ooh.
Incredible.
Dylan.
It's fine.
Wow.
Okay, cool. Henry's still Henry.
Henry's cool. Henry's on the level.
What?
cool.
Whoa.
Honestly, that would have been a good plot point.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That would've been a great
Sorry.
Nesbit,
plot
as
I
always,
can't do them all though. you know?
Nesbit as always does not give a shit, and he's like, "Are we ready to go?"
Do I ping off of anything else on there? Any other kinds of magic?
Joey's got a new little detect magic thing in her pocket as she stands around the bodies with you.
Joey, open up your buckets for a moment.
I wanted to open this up later.
Oh, alright, you don't need to show it to me. It is just, I'm getting a hint of something.
Fine.
Evocation,
Joey's gonna-
abjuration.
Turn away and then kind of like look around at everyone. She's like in a little bit of a mood, and then she's gonna just open it up in her hand so only she can see it.
Okay. Hold on, my goddamn microphone. So, you hold in your hand a dark amethyst ring. And it's like a long oval.
Joey's gonna just slide it on her finger.
It's definitely an attunement magic item.
Do I have any idea what it is?
Roll an Arcana check.
What school am I picking up off of, George?
Let me double check. I think it's evocation, but it might not be. Actually, I don't think it
17?
is.
Not my worst.
17. 1 second. I will be able to tell you in a second. The school you are getting is illusion.
Heyo, that seems right for Joey.
Joey,
Mm-hmm.
this allows you once per day, once per long rest, you can cast Shadow Blade without expending a spell slot.
Dope.
Wow.
Dope. Like mother, like daughter.
That's so cool.
I just a base spell slot, like
At-
level 1.
Without expending
Second
a
level,
spell
whatever it
slot.
is.
It's a second level.
Oh, the second level. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what, that's
so
what
you
I
can
meant.
only
can't
cast it at
upcast
second level.
Okay,
right.
that's just what I
Shadow Blade.
meant. Okay.
What's that? Joey initially has like a flare of excitement, and then it's kind of replaced by a disappointment. And I wouldn't say a bitterness. And I think she goes over to Kano, and she kind of tugs on her feather.
Ow.
And she goes, I thought she'd leave a way to contact her. So stupid.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes after you go a while without seeing someone, you've built up what it's going to be like in your head. And then if it's anything less than that, it's a disappointment. But what I can tell from meeting your mum is that she loves you very, very much. And she is a powerful woman. She'll find you when she's ready.
But I'm ready now.
I know. But you can't rush people on their own journeys. She's not ready yet. You wouldn't want to hear if she wasn't fully here, right?
Joey just kind of like, and then like palming the ring and like sort of twisting around her finger, kind of starts walking.
Cool. All right. I've stacked everything I can up in this wheelbarrow. We're going to head through the woods back to the boat.
Think that is the move?
Yeah. Are we going to
Everybody-
leave the mages, right? We're leaving?
You want to dump them into the water or start a fire now? Burn them
I don't
onto the
know.
con?
Like if they can be reanimated.
That's so
And then-
dark.
I know, but if there's an army of 50 maybe mages, if not more, and if they can then add these to it, I don't
Listen,
know.
they're not on watch, as we can clearly tell, so they're not going to be looking actively for anything. Looks like those mages were here of their own accord. I don't think anybody will come up here looking unless they're specifically provoked to.
And Kano, I think it's time they know what happens when they come after us like this.
Whoa.
It's a good point.
You look at Henry, and Henry's eyes widen, and roll a quick insight check, whoever wants to.
Nesbit doesn't care.
I think Zygo's feeling the same thing. So
Doesn't care.
Well, no, I mean, I'll see if I do.
9.
Yeah, fine.
Zaza cares a lot about
5.
Henry. 15.
Zaza, Gabe, what'd you get?
21.
Okay. Both of you guys see Henry's expression, looks at Nesbit shocked, and then he goes like, "Fuck yeah."
Cool.
Man,
Let's
man.
get Zaza a little
Zygo is
hype.
feeling the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I take the crow mask as I am a bird?
You can. It is not going to fit you,
Okay.
but you can take the mask.
Not bad to have it. It is a powerful
As
magic
is,
item.
it will not fit you.
Okay. I'll pick all the masks up then.
Okay.
Wait, can Zaza try one on?
Yeah, all of these masks are custom made
Yep.
for individual people. So none of the masks are going to be able to fit you guys, and even if they did, they would not work for you.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean that if you found the right person to alter them in some way, maybe you could use them, but no guarantee that that'll come down the road.
Or we can.
I doesn't trust anyone
Find
right
someone we
I
trust.
mean, we
yeah.
are
Or
headed
you
towards
could
an
try altering them
engineer at some
yourselves,
point. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll take all of them because if it's disguise self and we're all known wanted criminals, that's nice to have potentially.
Yeah,
Try to figure it out.
absolutely.
We'll take it. Maybe Reshka
Okay.
can work something out. Is she still
Maybe.
there?
She, no, she went with. She is somewhere else. They didn't stay on the boat. They went to
I
check.
thought she was in the forest on the boat.
No, not
No,
anymore.
they stayed
No, I think she left.
behind
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
after
But she
the
said call her
behind
whenever.
after yeah
Okay.
Yeah,
Send
she
for
said
me when you're ready.
Yeah, send for her when we have the means to.
to
Start the
make
project.
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Because her piece of the puzzle is, and we'll talk about this, helping Sven keep the portal open.
Right.
So
Right.
Sven is also important part of
important
this puzzle.
piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
We can't just be like, let's leave him somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I thought we had discussed going back to Bovington like so many times, and we always voted no.
That's correct. We had always voted no. But now I know more about Bovington.
Yeah. We'll talk about it as we walk. I mean, we'll keep walking because it's like a.
You're going for the boat right now anyway, so there's
Yeah.
still time to decide where the final destination is. Everybody, let's do a group stealth check.
Hey, yo.
Everybody roll a stealth check.
Cool.
Are there any like spells or anything we want to cast?
You got like
first?
pass without trace. You can use that or something.
Like,
Are we
there's-
trying to be sneaky, right? Are we trying to be super
Well,
sneaky
there are
right
still
now?
patrols out.
Still patrols out. Yeah.
17.
I can cast it if you want. I already did my roll, but I can cast it if you want it.
I have not rolled anything.
You want me to pop it?
I would love it.
All right. A sort of shadowy energy out from Zygo, and as he casts Pass Without Trace.
Thank you.
All right,
From the
40.
bottom of my feathery
40?
Jesus. Wow, I actually rolled not too bad.
Joey, in a little bit of a mood, disappears into the shadows.
Just falls
20
through the floor of Earth.
29.
Through the whole map. Huh?
29.
29.
28.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you,
all succeed.
Zygo.
Holy
28.
shit. You guys are night. You guys are vengeance. You guys are bad.
We are
Through the
fine.
woods. Absolutely nobody finds you whatsoever. At one point, you watch a patrol move on, unaware of anything weird going on, and they completely leave you behind. No worries. You make your way out towards the ocean and are soon at the water's edge.
How long does it take us to get there?
It takes with Pass Without Trace and without with Nesbitt's Ranger abilities, it only takes like a couple of hours. So if you
Alright,
want to cast Pass Without Trace, you're gonna need to cast it 2 times to keep it up.
Got you. I mean, I guess I would have done that probably. It's burning spell slots, but that's probably
Yeah,
what would have
you
happened.
guys will probably not need to worry about that too much
Yeah.
because you guys do make your way to the boat. You know the familiar sign of all of those folks waving to you means everything's okay. You hear from all the way on the boat, Curly yells, "Henry, we were worried that you weren't coming back. Why'd you... We were just so worried about you." Oh, and everybody else, hi, everybody. Hi, we've got breakfast, but it's left over because it's lunchish and we were hungry, but we have some, probably not for all of you, but we do have some leftovers.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.
We can't come in any closer, so you gotta swim.
Okay.
Right.
Joey's good at swimming now,
Into the water you all
thanks
go.
to her rapier blade.
Uneventful swim, nice and easy. You can go as slowly as you like. You are all lowered and net clambering onto the deck, and you are back on the colony.
I did not think I would be so happy to be back here, but
Neither did I.
Joey goes,
Oh,
just
no.
how she
that's your
calls
version
Charlie.
of a dog whistle. Fuck right off. Oh, fuck right off.
Out of a barrel.
Oh, God. Never mind. I take it back immediately.
It's gross. It's appropriately gross.
Jesus.
Sven also joins you rubbing the banana slug's belly. Yeah, you guys all get back on the boat. What you do now is very much up to you. Henry starts snapping orders like, "All right, everyone, let's get this up and going. Not sure where we're going, but I think we're departing soon. Heavy Emporian influence in the area. I'll
yes.
take the... Come on, let's go. All right." And he starts heading back up to grab the...
You want to
Sail?
just say wheel? You want to just say wheel?
wheel.
Yeah, there you go. You can say
He
wheel.
grabs the wheel.
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
The steering wheel for the boat.
No one will be mad at you.
Can Zaza go to Nesbit and is like, "Hey, Is that relaxing forest available?
Yes, it is always there. Yes.
Do you mind if I go to it?
Zaza, of course, just go, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. And, yeah, it just leads you into the quarters.
You're the captain.
Nesbit doesn't say that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she'll call into, because the trees aren't automatically there, right? Or are they when you walk in?
No, you do walk in, and then yep, you do.
They're always there.
Immediately see them.
And
The door
I'm like,
closes behind you.
hey, trees, do you have any of that magical health fruit that I can take for the road?
Fruit for you. Chicken.
A branch descends with 3 apples.
Thank you, Forrest. Fix them.
We wish to convey a message to you.
Yes.
We exist outside of time and have brought forth a message for you from beyond. Your ancestors swell with pride, Checkle.
And a tear forms in Zaza's eye as she picks each apple. That is so nice. Thank you.
All right, these apples are potions of greater healing.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
If you are able to eat an apple,
Oh my
they
god.
will recover 64 plus 6 health points.
Whoa, what the
That's unbelievable.
How
Yeah,
many
3
does
of
she
them.
have?
3.
3? Jesus Christ.
Wow.
They require an action to eat.
Zaza's kind of smart, huh?
And they're very small apples. They're like this big. Zaza's kind
They're
of smart,
crab
huh?
apples.
Interesting.
She does love eating in battle.
Yeah.
That is real.
Yeah, Zaza, you feel this like connection with these tree spirits. They're of the same magic that you tap into. This ancestral magic that's reliant on lineage in the past.
That's so beautiful. Aw, Zaza's gonna take a stroll through the trees. Yeah.
Aw. Zaza sort of walks around the space and enjoys her time in there. Anybody else doing anything?
Zygo's heading up to the crow's nest to do some rituals. It'll take him a couple of hours, but he's happy to just take the time.
Should
Right,
we talk
anybody
about
else?
where we're going first?
That's part of why he's doing the rituals.
Okay, let's let everybody getting their stuff together. Zygo takes a couple hours. Everybody's getting ready. Readying the boat for a long journey takes a while anyway. Everybody's doing routine inventory checks. A couple of people have gone ashore to get some basic supplies just in case, a little bit of lumber. Yeah, you go ahead and complete your rituals. What does that look like, Zygo, up in the crow's nest?
The first one is to bring our dear Shu back to us from beyond his cone of cold grave. Hello, my friend. It is good to see you too. You are always welcome here. Alright, and of course.
There is a moment where Shu blinks out of existence and is the butterfly.
Hello again. You have something to tell me?
Make a religion check.
18.
Something is trying to communicate with you. The sounds of everything sort of fade away. Not that you've gone anywhere or you're having any kind of vision, but this really starts to draw your attention. Roll an insight check.
27.
It wants to make a deal,
Oh.
but you don't know how to explain what it is.
It wants to make a deal? It wants my Okay. Oh. I trust you, little one. You what are you trying to ask of me?
Roll another insight check.
Nat 20.
Oh,
No.
It flutters for a moment, lands on your chest, and it starts pulsing with light as it lands on your chest. You know that you get it in a feeling exactly what this thing wants from you. It wants you to renounce your druid
Levels and go full warlock.
Go full warlock.
I had a fucking feeling.
Oh.
Oh man.
What does that mean that you would
know-
lose?
A lot.
You know what this deal is. You are going to have to give up all your druidic levels. You would gain warlock levels. You would gain something that I'm not going to tell you what it is, called Permission of the Sister, which is a feature.
Oh my gosh.
And you are going to over-level, which means you will also immediately gain 2 levels on everybody else.
What the fuck, George?
wow.
But didn't your grandfather say the opposite?
Yep, he did. He sure did.
Oh, this is so
Yeah,
juicy.
I have 2. Yep. God damn it. How I don't know if I should ask this as big or as I. How long do I have to make this choice?
Shu is before you again. Becomes a still little mushroom on your shoulder.
All right.
Make another insight check.
God damn it. 14.
You're not sure what that last one was, but it is. You get a feeling that it was something to do with encouragement.
Uh-huh.
Make one more. No, never mind. Yeah, so Zygo, you're not really sure. Is there any other check you want to make, or anything you want to try to like?
I mean, there was something I was gonna do,
Please.
but now everything is different. As this is happening, Zago's still gonna do what he was planning on doing, which is that he will cast divination.
Okay. How are you going to use divination?
Well, I get to ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
What's your question?
It was gonna be about fucking Bovington, and now, George, I don't know what it's gonna be about because what are you doing to me here?
Oh my god.
Okay. Zygo's gonna figure his own shit out at some point. Go to the group. The question is, should we go to Bovington now? Is now the time to go to Bovington, as opposed to Port Sal?
Okay, you're asking that question. You would get a yes or no in response, is that correct?
The GM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Oh, cryptic rhyme.
Cryptic rhyme.
Cryptic rhyme. Fuck you guys. Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 minute as the spell kicks in.
Yeah, that's completely fine.
Thank you, everyone, for the gifted subs. It's very sweet.
Wow. Welcome to
Oh my god, everybody, thank you so much.
Christmas.
Molly,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
God,
yeah.
you guys are
An
awesome.
omen of the future.
Wow.
By
And,
Dr. Seuss.
George, that wasn't for you. That wasn't for you. You keep writing. We're
We are celebrating the chat. Okay.
Oh, Molly, you're fantastic.
Yeah. Wow. Good night.
Fuck.
Oh, I like Machu Picchu. I think that's a really funny username.
Who?
Machu Picchu.
That's hilarious.
Instead of Machu.
Darth Educators. That's so good.
Oh, you got some help in the chat.
Yeah, lint on your jacket. That's funny.
No, you don't get help from the chat. You gotta do it on your own.
I mean, yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, did everyone know that I made the little angel bear? That's what my ancestral guardians look like.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Oh, that's great.
He's cute.
Zygo, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Who answers this question for you?
That's a really good question.
Because you called to your grandfather for
the
your
first
druid
time.
levels.
Uh-huh.
But is this a warlock spell or is this?
This is a druid spell, so I'm gonna say it's my grandfather
okay, so
who would
it's your
answer.
grandfather. Got it.
They're also requesting some George drawings, so
Oh my god.
I don't know if you can just add that
you
in
don't
there.
have to draw me. Jesus. So nice, but. Okay.
I'm sad I'm out of popcorn.
George, I thought your hat was the Tesla yoga or logo for a second.
Nah.
Georgie loves Tesla.
I mean, you don't drive a Tesla?
Oh, I also thought it was Tesla. It's not. It's a bird. I think the Tesla symbol looks like ovaries.
It does.
Oh, I always think it looks like actually an IUD.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
I think that's what Elon Musk was going for, knowing him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, man. Chat's having a ball. Oh, I'm going to get a computer charger.
I wish I had some caramel popcorn.
Okay.
Thanks
here
for the
it is.
popcorn. We got some popcorn in chat. That could be our next emoji or emote is popcorn.
Whispering in your ear with an accent that you recognize as your father speaking in Scaelic. Your grandfather, excuse me.
Bring the boy home and change your course. Your door must be found anew. But gain the strength of a fleeting force that envelopes and
surrounds you. And that is where we are going to end.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thank you all so much for joining us,
my
everybody. This was a really,
God.
really fun one. We are so many goddamn nat 20s.
Oh my
That
god.
was
You know what?
funny.
though? I will say,
Session.
well deserved nat 20s.
I
because
wonder
Yeah, that's
what the
true.
name of the episode
We've been through a lot.
should be.
George
guys, thank you so
hates
much for
us.
all those amazing gifted subscriptions. That was
Yes.
amazing of all of you. Much love. There's a lot of fun having everybody. Make sure that you check out City of Mirrors season finale. Go to our about section or our website, heroclubpodcast.com, and you can check out the finale of the City of Mirrors, our season that we've been releasing. And go check out our other stuff if you're not as familiar with us and you're only here. The podcast stuff is our favorite stuff, and we're so proud of it all. So we want you to check it out.
No, George,
anything out
this
of
is
any-
your favorite.
This is also my
This
favorite.
is your
it's tied for
favorite.
my favorite.
We are
I
your
really
favorite.
do love this campaign, and this group of players, and all the guests we've had, and all of you. Thank you.
is so
It's
fun.
really been so
So
awesome.
special.
I have something I
does
want to plug.
anybody- Yeah, go.
I'm gonna be performing in Griffith Park tomorrow. If you live in Los Angeles, at the old zoo, it's called Clown Zoo, and it's pretty cool. And it's like Commedia dell'arte. Okay, so if you want some culture, tomorrow at 12:30.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
Tomorrow when?
At 12:30.
12:30. Got it. Anybody else got anything going on?
No, I just want to make sure everyone knows that we officially do have all of our episodes out on YouTube.
Yeah, check it
All
out.
the VODs
Yeah.
are out for this campaign, so if you came in the middle, which I know a lot of you did, and you're like, how'd they get there? And you stuck around for some reason, somehow, thank you. But if you want to learn how we got there,
How we got there?
they're all there. At the very least, we all recorded a prologue with our backstories. They are very
To catch us up for
Yeah.
the episodes that we didn't get on the VODs.
yeah,
but,
and
yeah.
and I don't know if we have a exact day that we're going to be uploading new episodes to the VODs, but we'll find a day that we get on schedule. Either way, this episode will be on there. But at least
Shortly.
before the next time we get to play on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Come tomorrow at 5 p.m. You can come here and join us and listen to the season finale of City of Mirrors. We're all
It's
going to
so
listen
good.
together live. It's really, really fun. Very, very proud of it. And man, it was harrowing. Also, some incredibly narrative roles in that finale.
Yep.
Really, really, really nutty. Especially when a lot of DCs are set to 21.
Oh,
Go ahead and listen to
man.
the numbers they roll and know that the DCs were 21. It's like 22, 20, and I'm like, holy shit. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow at 5. Next week at 6 p.m. PST here, and all of you have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye!